my God. What I don't even know where to start with this game. Yeah, welcome back everyone. This is kind of crazy, man. This is actually like one of the first upbringings again on my channel of NBA playoffs. But honestly, I want to start doing NBA content. I love the NBA. I want to start making content like this a lot more again. I want to try to do it daily, but obviously with work and stuff like that I got going on. I don't know about all that, but I just want to say, man, Miami is up on Boston 2-0. And honestly, don't get me wrong, Miami Heat have been playing phenomenal. Great, great basketball. But also it feels like Boston has thrown away a lot of these games. I'm just gonna be honest, like today in the fourth quarter, the last 6 minutes, they played super sloppy, super rushed, super sloppy, turning the ball over two times in the last possession or one of the last possessions. Marcus Smart, he dribbled off his leg, and then Jimmy comes down and hits a lead, the lead shot, the go ahead shot with like a minute left, and then Tatum literally loses the ball twice in a row on a possession where the same possession where they're down by like 4 or 5, whatever it was. But Miami Heat, man, have been playing great. Eric Spoelstra really looks like the better coach, which he is. Don't get me wrong. Like he 100% right now he's coaching his ass off, out coaching Joe Mazzulla in his first year, and it's so apparent too. Joe Mazzulla's like, nah, whatever, we won't use the final timeout. We'll let the game play out. And at the end of the day, like I understand why. I see the reasoning behind it, but at the end of the day, if you want to show your front office, your fans, like, hey, we still want to compete, not just play it out. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a little bit questionable call to be honest, but at the end of the day, Miami's adjustments have been great. Boston coming out in the third quarter, really surprised me. That's honestly in the third quarter, I was like, this might be over because that's when Boston came out. They started doing high pick and rolls, high screens, which killed Atlanta and Philly as well. When they did it against Philly, they would have Al Horford or Robert Williams come up higher on the 3 point line for a pick and roll with Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown, and then that's how they would torch people because then it's a wide open layup, easy kick out three. If the defender from the corner crashes, or if everything stays the same, that ball handler will get double teamed, to drop down pass for Al Horford or Robert Williams for a layup. Super unstoppable when great offensive players like Tatum, Brown, Robert Williams, when they do it. And that's what kind of was killing Miami. But then, they called timeout. Eric Spoelstra was like, nah, we're going to do this. We're making adjustments. And Miami did just that. They made phenomenal adjustments. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest. Like, phenomenal adjustments. Miami also has great shooting. Duncan Robinson, honestly, I want to talk about Duncan Robinson real quick. Duncan Robinson is the reason why Miami kind of came back in this game. I'm not saying like the whole reason, but he's a big part of it. He came in, people weren't making shots. It seemed like Boston had the foot on their throat almost, and Duncan Robinson comes in, hits like two threes in a row. In the fourth as well down the stretch, he hit a three to bring him back within three. On a run, even Reggie Miller on the call was like, if Miami hits a three here, Boston might need to call timeout. Duncan Robinson hits a three. They're back within three on a big run, and that like big part of it. So Duncan Robinson, you're not seeing this, but shout to you, bro. Shout to you. And then also late in the game, that Jimmy versus Grant Williams thing, amazing. I loved it. I hate to see him get two T's for that, but at the end of the day, like, you're gonna get two T's for getting literally head to head on each other like that. So I understand why, but I hate that because it's just competitive. They didn't hit each other, push each other, nothing. Which I hate to see two T's for that, but I understand why. Obviously, 100% get it, but don't poke the bear. 100% don't poke the bear. We seen it with Steph Curry last year. Grant Williams did it with Steph Curry last year. If you guys remember, I actually tweeted out too. I was saying that Jimmy versus Grant is just like Draymond versus Grant last year. Grant and Draymond would go at it in Boston. Grant would talk shit to Steph. Game four comes, Steph drops 43, 42, whatever it was, and basically won them the series off that game. And because if Golden State would have lost game four, it was over. It was over basically. So don't poke the bear, basically, especially Jimmy Butler, someone who literally got a three hit on him, started laughing. Grant Williams talking shit. Jimmy's walking on the court, starts laughing. bodies him for an and one, and then he gets in his face, and that's when you were like, oh, this might be a game now. They might come back, which they did. Also, Max Strutz, the DePaul native. What's up? Shout out to Paul. I'm close to the city. I go to school in the city right next to DePaul. So shout out to Paul. The DePaul native actually he didn't have a great game. I think he shot he had 9 points, shot 3 for 6. I want to say I think, and he didn't have a terrible game. He didn't shoot much, but he's been great this whole playoffs as well. He's been shooting the ball lights out. Great. Oh, he hit 11. Sorry, he hit 11. I was looking at Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent came in clutch at the end too. Really clutch at the end. Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin. I actually have a video coming out tomorrow afternoon. It's a preview of the Lakers and Denver game 3, and I touch on stars being stars and stars needing to be stars for the teams to win, but also with excellent role play from the role players, and Caleb Martin did just that. 25 tonight in 32 minutes, had a lot of big threes, a lot of energy. Caleb Martin had a great game. I always think he's Cody Martin, but that's the guy I think in Charlotte. So that's his twin brother. So chill. Duncan also had a great game. Kyle Lowry with a donut, but it don't matter. He had 5 assists. And yeah, basically like Bam Adebayo near triple double, 22, 17, and 9. Bam Adebayo. This is also Miami is 6-0 in the playoffs when Bam Adebayo scores 20 or more. That's crazy stat. Also, Miami is 5-0 at home in the playoffs. They're undefeated, and now they're up 2-0 going home. So statistics wise, it could be over. Statistics would say it is over in Miami, but I think Boston will take a game at least. Hopefully. No way you're going to be a 2 seed who went to the finals last year going out 4 to an 8 seed. A great 8 seed, I understand, but still, you want to, as a Boston fan, I would like to see hope in me. Like, come on, man, let's win a game. Let's come back with one at least. You would like two, but if it's 3-1 still, who knows if it even be a series anymore. I was actually gonna touch on the fatigue because I saw Jimmy Butler with his hands on his knees in the second quarter. And now that's when I was kind of like, man, Jimmy looks gassed already. A lot of these players do because this is a physical series. Not much is being called. It's a physical series, really body on body. So I understand why they're all tired, but the fatigue, Jimmy's not fatigued. Like he looked like it, but he's like, I'm good. I'm gonna put this team on my back real quick in the fourth, do my thing. I thought Boston came out with great defensive intensity in the second half, though. Like I was saying, they were doing a lot of high pick and rolls, a lot of high screens that led into a lot of easy layups, nice looks from 3. They also were running the break very well in the third. That's why they jumped out to a 12-point lead. And then, that also brought that defensive intensity to it, which I thought was great because what it seems like with Boston all season long, if they're playing well offensively, they're playing well defensively. If they're playing well defensively, it'll translate to offense, even if they're having a bad shooting night. That's what I've seen from Boston, at least. And I think that's very reasonable, especially with the kind of players you have like Tatum and Brown, players that can defend well, Marcus Smart and Derek White, and that who also can shoot the 3 pretty well. So that doesn't really surprise me, but tonight they just threw it away in the fourth again for this like them that's been the problem all year. Boston in this stretch has not been great. They've turned the ball over as you see tonight, as in game 1 as well. They also turned it over a lot in the Philly series late in the game. That's why Philly won 2 games, and it's just like, man, as a team that just went to the finals, I understand they lost one of their assistant coaches who made a lot of the adjustments under Ime last year. You lost Ime, but at the end of the day, you still have that culture. You still have all the players coming back. You should understand what it takes, especially losing to a dynasty who you took 2 games on. You should understand like what it takes, and it seems like that they're just throwing it away right now. Um, this has been a wild series. I'm not gonna lie. I did not think. I thought it was gonna be 1-1 going back to Miami. Maybe Boston even up 2 going back to Miami. I didn't think it'd be 2-0 Miami going back to Miami. This is an interesting series. And I'm super excited for the rest of the series. I just want to kind of talk on here and kind of just talk about why Boston fell, why Miami's good. Jimmy, I'm a Bulls fan. Like I said, I'm near Chicago, so I'm a big Bulls fan. Seeing Jimmy thrive is amazing. I love seeing Jimmy thrive. I want him to win a finals. More, like I think that'd be awesome to see him win a finals, and I think he can do it this year, especially who goes out of the West. I say this in my video tomorrow on the Denver and Lakers series. I think it's gonna be Denver. I think Denver will be in the finals this year. And as of right now, I think it might be Miami. Miami looks like one of the second best team. Denver's the best team. But I think Miami has a chance of winning it all this year, and I'm super excited that if they do, because as a Bulls fan, I want to see Jimmy do it all as the best player on a championship team. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, like, subscribe, do all that. I will be back. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter to know when videos go out. And yeah, guys, hope I touched on everything. If you guys have any other videos, ideas you want me to do, commentary wise, whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, guys, hope you have a great night. Video out tomorrow, and enjoy basketball.